Hello again, another video of a good beautiful model again. I'm only choosing beautiful models. You have the head turned, slightly tilted, head tilted, nose, very expressive eyes, upper lip, and keep it light because the girl is quite blonde. No, this is the hair, and face. So let me see, I'm checking now how many heads is the whole figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heads. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means that the head is too big, so I make the head a bit smaller. 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. That's better. Okay, so smaller the head, cuter. Bring up the eyelid, the eyebrow, eye, nose, lip, and her chin. Now that's ear, and here you have shadow. Then you have hand coming through, her right hand coming through there, and moving up towards her head, hand, and there we go. Elbow, and this, it's a beautiful massive shadow coming through to her breast. So that's the hand, which is giving a beautiful shadow to her body. That's her breast. This is her kneecap. And that's the turn of her shin. And I'm checking that within that elbow, you drop a vertical line. And then you have this foot comes here. There. So you make the foot bigger. I can make the foot a little bit bigger. There. And shin, as I said. Then you have what's it? Calf, sorry. Then bring the foot here a little bit lower. Then you have the kneecap, her right kneecap, which is here. That's her right kneecap. But then you have it there, and this is her body. Body. Then you have shoulder. And then you have all this area. So that's her hip. And this is the other side of her body. Then you have breast, showing through. Then you have a left hand, upper hand. There we are. And hands coming through here. Okay, now the background is black, but you don't have to work on the background at all. But it's beautiful because it creates beautiful depth. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's exactly five heads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 heads. Now I can, if you wish, I can make it a little bit, stretch that chin a little bit further down to make your face a little bit more cute, a bit more pointed, let's say. Just looking down, eyebrow, eye, nose, I'm afraid I cannot replicate her beauty, but it doesn't really matter. We can get as close as we can, obviously. I'm trying. Then you have hair coming through here. Now, what is important is her delicate touch of hands. Very feminine here. The way that she's holding her head. We have the shoulder coming, bone structure here. And you have that here, and then that could go a little bit darker in shadow. See? There. Shadow here. I think I've gone a little bit further out with that hand, but I mean the whole arm. But it's better long than short. I mean long, the distance from elbow, from shoulder to the end of her hand. Then you have here a shadow, which is cast shadow of the head onto her body. And then you have beautiful shadow created here by this arm onto her body. Then you have also a nice, beautiful, transparent shadow here. Then you have rib cage showing a couple of ribs here, and all of that is back here with this beautiful muscle, and then here. And then you have this. Yeah. So what I was looking, I was checking. I'm checking that the two kneecaps are at the same level, same angle or same line with this. So the two kneecaps are here. So I can bring that kneecap a little bit further inside here. Yeah, there. That's more appropriate with what I see here. And you have this beautiful shadow. And then let me see the distance between the right kneecap to the toes, and then bring it up, and then you have it, it's the same as from the kneecap to the upper arm. So toes to the kneecap, same as kneecap at the upper arm. So toes to the kneecap is the same as the kneecap to the upper arm. No, that's too long then. Oh, I see now. So I need to bring it down here. 1, 2. Okay, 1. There, maybe. There. So there. So I need to bring the kneecap down here. Wow. That's a massive difference. I'm so off track here. Okay, so again I've lost it. I was measuring 1. That's it, yeah, there. So here. So that needs to come down here. And that is filled with shadow. And this as well. Then you have shin pads, and I think this structure comes right here. There we are. So I've changed all this structure here. So and dark. Then you have this foot, kneecap here, and breast down here. Now, from her 2 legs to the breast is the same as, okay, kneecap to the thumb is the same as a kneecap, as I said, to her. So kneecap again to the thumb, same as the kneecap to the hand. Okay, that's the one here. And now with some stump, I need to get that correctly done here. Okay. And then this, I think again, as I said earlier, I think that's a little bit long. So I can bring that hand here. Instead of there, just move the hand this way. So move the whole arm basically a little bit further inwards. There we are. And arm, a little bit more shadow. Shadow here. So the arm, I move the arm from there to there, about 2-3 millimeters. But when you do such a small drawing, 3 millimeters is a really big difference. Now that kneecap, because I've lowered this, I think that's also a bit way too high up, too long. I'm measuring and seeing that. Okay, I'm measuring the whole structure. 1. I'll tell you what I'm measuring. 1, 2. Okay, now the distance between the toes to the kneecap is the same as from kneecap to the hand. So let me see. This is way too higher. So I've gone astray here. So that distance is way too long. So from the kneecap to the hand should be the same as from the toes to the kneecap. So 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. So there, that's where the kneecap should come. Her left kneecap. That's better. And that's the whole thing here. And nose down here. And a little bit of shadow here. And that's the cast shadow. And then I can bring the lower. Yes, now I can see now bump to her toes. It's pretty much the same as bump to her toes here, same as bump to her toes. Let me see. 1, 2. Okay, so the distance between the toes to that, to the calf, is the same as from calf to. So distance from the toes to the calf, same as calf to that, to the other. So toes to calf, 1, 2, 1 there. So that should be the calf here. There. Now let's get rid of this. 1. Kneecap. And I guess now that I've done this, I can lower a little bit her bum here, you see? That makes more sense. There we are. This is my model. It's now correct. The distances, the proportions, the gesture, moving. See, she's moving this way. Let me see. She's moving that way, and then you have flat here, and then you have this. Huh? These are the axes you need to look for. Promise I'll do them next time. But to me, it goes a bit more instinctively. You know, I can see that. Look, I need to change or to change that or to get. I can keep the axis on my check as I'm moving along. For most people, it's better to start with this. You start with this axis there, as I said, moving that S curve here, and then that, which is here, and then you have shadows here, and then all dark, the whole foot dark, and then you have the other foot or the other toes coming right here. Then you have the toes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then big 1, yeah, that's it. And then I would treat this area, because it's dark, the background is very dark, I'll give it a wash of a half tone here. There we are. And a little bit of shoulder blade, yeah, possibly. What's that? That's hip. Okay, and this is her left arm. Left arm. And that's a hand. And here. And again, that's the same delicate touch of her thumb, index finger, and the hand itself. Now, the hand is in light here, but to differentiate it from her belly, I'm deliberately, artificially darkening it. See, you might not agree with that, but I want to push the two planes, this plane, further back, so I can bring the belly closest to us. Let's work a little bit on the breast here, and here, and neck, that cute face that she does have. Upper lip, lower lip, nose, and then eyebrow, and the eyes. big expressive eyes, hair all around. Let me see if you can see the whole image. Yes, you can. Good. And thumb again, hair, and that shadow, which I can emphasize a bit more. Now, see, get rid of these lines, you don't need them anymore, but what you need is, I'll darken this first, and then give it a beautiful shine with putty. So darken it first, sheen coming through, a delicate touch of her hand, and elbow, muscle, breast here. Now, as I said, rib cage showing through, and a bit of belly here. There. So I'm softening the shadows. Now you have that cast shadow of this thigh onto the other thigh. And the distance of her body, so I can lower a little bit at belly here, or the whole structure a little bit lower here. So make her body a bit longer. Sheen. Now with putty rubber, come along here and then change or brighten up areas that you need to brighten up here. Let's say here, light, rib cage, rib cage, rib cage. I have this, and then bone structure, and then you have this. And then you have that shadow here, which is creates that, pushes the foot back. Calf. And what I need now to emphasize a lot more is this kneecap, because it's getting disappearing there. So bring that into more light around here. Kneecap this way, and then you have okay, now the hand itself, and you have again this one, the hand which moves outwards, thumb, and then you have the index finger, all showing there. Okay, as I said, I've darkened the hand itself, the whole structure, just to push it back. But it's a bit too harsh, too dark. So I'm brightening it up a little bit more. Breast, a bit more light, and also a bit more light onto this other breast here. And muscle structure here. also this eyelid, and then forehead, and then that's the muscle here. Then you have a little bit of a bone structure showing here. That's it. And we are okay so far around here. I can lower a little bit that light here under here, which suggests the thigh, her right thigh, and that light is, it's like a line. Instead of using line, well, it is a light there, so it's not that I'm inventing it, I'm seeing it there, but it's also it's like a borderline where you don't cross that. And also her belly, a bit more light, her belly, a bit more light around here, and darky, just around on all that. Just bring those darks here and push this foot and the shin pad. Sorry, shins. A little bit dark, I would say. Darker there, yes. And bring it all across or all around you. And the shadow of this shin on the other shin. So left shin onto the right shin. That was really dark there. And then this is again shin together with kneecap. So you have these darks here. Coming all around here, just doing a beautiful shadow. It's important to choose models with beautiful shadows because it inspires you to do a deeper understanding of how the human female form is. Not all models have this beautiful lightning, so this is one of the few times that I've loved doing and redoing this. This is such graceful model, movement, the shadows are beautiful. It's a very successful pose, very, very successful pose. One of the best poses I've ever seen on internet, really. So, and then a little bit more. And a little bit of breast showing here. Coming all around, making her belly a bit more rounded, and light onto the belly. Now here, that light comes above the knee cup. So see, I'm losing the line. Well, it's not losing it, but it's very little detected line there. You don't have to do all of it. And also bring it, move that line there. See? And then with a sharp edge like this. Okay. Is to emphasize this heel and then foot there. and make the sheen here a lot thinner. And that's the shadow here of this thin cuff. Now I've done it way too thin. Uh-oh. That was a mistake. Well, a little bit further out than here. There. Not there. So not this line, that line, new one. See, it's a constant battle of proportions, lines, half tones, mid tones. And then increase that thickness on here. There we go. And bring back, I'm trying to get that beautiful expression she has in her face. And hair, as I said, she's blonde, so keep an eye not too dark and too much the hair. Here. And on the other side. And that shapes up a cute face, chin, and expressive lips here, and the nose. Again, I'm not doing her favors, she's a lot prettier than that, but we're not doing a portrait, so, and it's so small there that if I'd made it bigger I would spend there a couple of hours. So I want to make it as small as possible and as effective as possible, so you don't spend half a day on this. Well, if you wish you could, and I wish I could as well, but time is limited. Now a little bit further down with her bum here, there we are. Here. See, I'm leaving that harsh dark shadow and then softly come here. This is her hip, transparent. You remind me a little bit of those girls of Michelangelo. Not that it's such a good drawing, but it's the image, it's the those Madonnas of Renaissance, the movement, the graceful movement of the body. She's a very good model. I know I like this model, sorry to go too long about praising her. And here. Shadow, the shadow of the calf. Voila, as Penny will say. I think her breast is smaller. And nipple, if you wish, you can just about do something there. Okay, spent too much time on her. Why? Okay, I should have gone a lot earlier, but again, it's very graceful pose. Now be careful with, I'm tempted to go a little bit dark on the background. And actually the background should go darker than her darks on the shadow darks of her body. So darker on the background than the transparency of her shadows. I think it's better with some background, don't you? Don't you think? I can hear yes. I know I'm imagining it, but I know that you'll say yes. Better with background. And bang there. Bang there. A bit more transparency, you see? The clean part of the chamois. There adds better. That's better. Yes, that's better. Much better. Ah, you see? Transparency. You need transparency. Sometimes keep the drawing light and just emphasize where you need to. So you can destroy it and bring it back again. Destroy it in inverted commas, of course. You're not destroying it, you're doing it on purpose. And yes, 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 come on, not to spend too much on her cute face. All right, okay. Enough is enough. I think it's good. Good to go, and I will see you the week after. A little bit sharper this one, and then cuter hand, smaller hand, less. So just a smaller hand really. I mean smaller bones. I mean by smaller hand, I mean smaller bones. Because she's quite delicate. There you go. That's how you do smaller bones. And then bring the missed this. The thumb. There you are, the thumb. Bring it back into more. Indicated more of the thumb there. And shoulder. A bit of a smile, come on, smile. And then shadow. Kneecap shadow. There we are. All right. I think I'm a bit lacking in sharpness on here. But we've got most of the expression. So a bit thicker, basically I would say thicker here. Or bigger foot as a whole. Okay, look what I'll do. Give it a little bit of a movement, kind of, which is not there, but and then see, slowly joining these two feet together, and the hand there. Because you see, it pushes it back. Now you can bring a few highlights just to indicate the toes which are coming forward towards us. And then a little bit off. See? Heel. Heel. There, okay. Leave it. No. I'll leave it. Okay. 0, 5. 0, 5. Alright. I will see you in the next video. Next Tuesday. Have a good one, everyone. Thank you.